Open double champion Jim Courier at his wit's end. World #1 Pete Sampras gets his campaign going in familiar fashion. Jennifer Capriati back on track, or is she? Anke Huber is in trouble with the wind and with her form. And Martina Hingis, Miss Petulant or Miss Perfect? I'm Simon Reed, and this is the double champion Jim Courier on court 3. And a fascinating match against Sjeng Schalken of Holland. Courier, the champion in 1992 and 93, number 11 seed, ranked 16 against Schalken, ranked 85, 20 years old, from Weert in the Netherlands. We pick it up after we watched the final in Qatar, where Jim Courier was a trophy winner for the first time for some time. Won in Philadelphia last year, but here beating Britain's Tim Henman for his first win in 11 months. Here in Melbourne, in a battle against Sjeng Schalken, who won the first set on the tiebreak. Second set to Courier, 6 games to 3, 3-1. Courier leading. Pick it up in the 5th game. It's Schalken with break point. So Courier self-destructing there, and the Dutch supporters pretty happy. Schalken held his serve. We pick it up in the 7th game. And again, Courier facing break point. Schalken taking the advantage. Next 2 games went with serve, which means that Schalken at 5-4 was serving for the set and a 2-1 lead. Pick it up at 15 love. Met a couple of times before. It's 1 each the head-to-head. In Doha, Courier beat Schalken in straight sets. Previous year in Moscow, it was Schalken again in straight sets. Courier moving well throughout here. And there's a certain tightness about him. Focused on moving up the rankings from the almost ridiculous position as 16, which he is now. Schalken with the set point here. 5-4. Wonderful stuff. Schalken, whose ranking has already dropped this year from 65 down to 85. It's bad as it's been for a couple of years. But that put him 2-1 up. Courier held his serve at the start of the 4th set. Love 1. Courier in typical pugnacious form. In fact, he went on to break Schalken in that game. At the net, but looking pretty comfortable. Courier now in the 6th game of the 4th set, leading 4 games to 1. 15 all. Manufactured shot from Courier, but it worked. Thinking well. As ever, absorbing the heat. It was a blistering hot day once more, 36 degrees. They're getting caught in no man's land, but coming up with the goods. Schalken, 1-4, and breakpoint Courier. Courier a little lucky to get away with that. But that was insurance. And it meant that he was serving for the 4th set at 5-1. That wrapped it up. And the momentum very much with the American as we went into the deciding set. Opening game of the deciding set, and Courier threatening and getting the break, and you can see from the fist and from the scowl that he knew he was on the way there. Into the 2nd game, 15 all. A little bit lucky, but convincing too, more often than not when he came to the net. And Courier held his serve there to make it 2-love. No doubts about coming forward and reaping the reward. Into the 3rd game here. And once more, Courier poised to strike. Schalken with a very iffy volley and looked to be wilting for sure. Courier then with 2 breaks, 3-love. Into the 6th game, it's Courier 4-1. Unlucky because the Courier shot earlier on knocked out Schalken, and the Dutch supporters a little upset. Courier led 5-2, serving for the match now, 15-30. Now they're happy. Courier from 5-1. Schalken held his serve, and here Schalken coming at him. So Schalken gets the break. 5-3. He held his serve. Courier serving again for the match, this time at 5-4. 30-love. Yes. The bigger forehands at the moment coming from the Dutchman. A long, hard look down court. Schalken with break point.
He'd stayed strong, and that was their reward. Courier with such a good record here, being pegged back from 5-1 to 5-all. Next two games went with Sir. We pick it up in the 13th game. It's 6 each. No tie breaks, remember, in the deciding set here in Australia. Schalken, who promised so much in the early part of last year, quarter-finalist in Monte Carlo, and looked a really fine prospect. Something went wrong in the latter part. He won in Jakarta, won 2 titles in Valencia in the previous year, 95. Dutch crowd with real belief now. Courier not lying down, not that anyone expected he would. Courier with a fantastic record here. Winner in 92 and 93, semi-finalist in 94, quarter-finalist in 95 and 96. Break point for Courier. After 5 of the last 6 games have gone against him. Truly titanic struggle. This turning out to be the match of the tournament so far. Murderous forehands of a couple of games ago now seem to run dry. Courier will be serving for the match once more if he can take this. Yes. So he's in pole position for a 3rd time, a 3rd chance to serve out for it. But how much confidence is there after the last 2 times? Touch making court 3 the place to be here. Courier was a trophy winner for the first time for some time. Won in Philadelphia last year, but here beating Britain's Tim Henman for his first win in 11 months. And here in Melbourne,
the champion in 1992 and 93. Number 11 seed, ranked 16 against Schalken, ranked 85. 20 years old from Weert in the Netherlands. We pick it up after we watched the final in Qatar, where Jim in a battle against Sjeng Schalken, who won the first set on the tiebreak. Second set to Courier, 6 games to 3. 3-1. Courier leading. Pick it up in the 5th game. It's Schalken with break point. Miss Petulant or Miss Perfect. I'm Simon Reed, and this is the double champion Jim Courier on court 3. And a fascinating match against Sjeng Schalken of Holland. Courier. Open double champion Jim Courier at his wit's end. World number 1 Pete Sampras gets his campaign going in familiar fashion. Jennifer Capriati back on track, or is she? Anke Huber is in trouble with the wind and with her form. And Martina Hingis